I'd also extend the happy Eid al-Fitr greetings and wishes to the Honorable Minister for Education, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, one who has distinguished himself in every role he's been assigned. Special happy Eid al-Fitr to you, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, who is a member of Parliament and also the Minister for Education. We'll do our first story from the Catholic Standard, and it comes with the headline, Catholic Church steps into landmark Supreme Court battle. The story. The Catholic Church in Ghana has formally entered the ongoing legal battle over religious rights in schools by filing an amicus curiae, friend of the court, brief in the landmark case involving Wesley Girls Senior High School, now before the Supreme Court of Ghana. The intervention by the National Catholic Secretariat marks a significant moment in the national debate over the delicate balance between religious freedom and the identity of faith-based schools. The affidavit supporting the Catholic Church submission was sworn by Most Reverend Joseph Kweku Efrifa Ajikum, Bishop of Koforidua and the Episcopal Bishop of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference, responsible for education. The Church says it entered the case to assist the court in addressing complex constitutional questions about religious liberty, institutional rights, and educational autonomy. The suit was filed by private legal practitioner Shafiq Osman, who is asking the Supreme Court to declare that certain policies at Wesley Girls violate provisions of the 1992 Constitution guaranteeing freedom of religion and protection from discrimination. Mr. Osman argues that Muslim students at the Methodist-founded school have been prevented from observing Islamic practices such as wearing the hijab, fasting during Ramadan, observing their religious rites. According to the plaintiff, these restrictions amount to unconstitutional discrimination and infringement of religious freedom. The defendants in the case include the Board of Governors of Wesley Girls Senior High School, the Ghana Education Service, the Office of the Attorney General of Ghana. The Attorney General has defended the school, arguing that the institutions founded by religious bodies are entitled to preserve their dominational identity and traditions. Okay, so I'll start this one with Theophilus Jimega, since he has a legal background and a lawyer. In simple terms, for those of us that may not be very technical and very familiar with the legal terms, what does this mean, and what do the Catholic Church seek to do?
Yeah, good morning again to your viewers and listeners wherever they are. Happy Ramadan, particularly to Moro, as you said. The amicus curiae just means a friend of the court.
Okay.
So the famous one we had was in the 2012 election petition.
Okay.
When someone stood up and said he wants to be amicus curiae to the court. The amicus curiae just means you want to assist the court with some information to come to a determination, because largely the determination that the court will make will affect your interest. So you are not necessarily a party to the suit, but you feel that whatever the outcome will be might affect you. And perhaps the parties are not looking at certain areas that you feel that the court should give you the opportunity to advance those points so that it will help the court to come to a determination.
Okay. So before you even say your thoughts on the subject, let me ask, technically, can anybody play in the role of amicus curiae? Can
yes, anybody can go, but it is up to the court to accept whether they want you to assist them.
Okay.
There was recently one of the cases that Imani Ghana and the rest applied to be amicus curiae. The court said, no, we don't need your assistance.
Okay.
We can handle it without you. And sometimes the other parties one of the parties might feel allowing you might prolong the case. You might bring things that are not necessary, and they also argue against you being allowed to be an amicus curiae.
Okay.
So,
but this is a case between the private legal practitioner Shafiq Osman and then Wesley Girls Senior High School, and maybe by extension the Methodist Church, since the school was set up by the Methodist Church. One will argue that the Catholic Church may not necessarily be a party, but they may draw inspiration because they also set up a number of mission schools. Yeah. Do you think that they've got the base, they've got the standards to join in the case through the amicus curiae?
As someone who asks, why wouldn't they just apply to join?
Okay.
That's a different one. You can apply to be joined.
What's the difference between the two?
You can apply to be joined, and the court will make an order that you are a party to the suit. So whatever processes are being served will also be served on you. Whatever the court needs will take from you. But this amicus curiae, largely, you are only to make your opinions or you write your briefs and submit to the court. That's all. But if you are a party, if you are joined as a party, any process, any of the parties will be served on you. Any party, any process you also want to serve, you serve on all the parties. Then the benefits and the liabilities will actually come to you directly as well.
I'm going to ask.
Yes, the benefits will come to you directly as well. For example, if you are a party and the cost is awarded against, let's say, the losing parties, you also bear the cost. But if you are an amicus curiae, you are just sending your brief to say, I am helping you to come to a determination.
In that sense, we can say that the Catholic Church is only playing it safe.
Largely, to that extent. Secondly, it could be that, you see, for you to apply to join, you need to meet certain criteria. And perhaps they feel that they might not meet the criteria. The court might say, hey, Wesley Girls is already being, they've joined a Methodist Church. That is enough. That will represent all of you. So let's leave it that way because we already have spent so much time. This might delay the case further. But the Catholic Church has certain angles that the court might not be viewing. And they say, hey, let's help you. Look at it this way. So the amicus curiae, when things get wrong, you don't get any liability. When things get right, you get all the good things you want. So it is not just they want to play safe. Perhaps they might not meet the criteria to be joined. Also, you see, the court has the discretion to say, we don't need your assistance. So the Catholic Church can do all, but the court will say, like they did to Imani and others. And even the guy who wants to be amicus in the 2012 election petition, the court said, we don't need your assistance. We can go on and do our thing without you. So it is not necessarily a situation that they will accept what they are bringing. I feel that this has always been my personal view. No matter where this issue will go to, no matter the determination by the Supreme Court, someone will be hurt. So I think that there had been some MOU way back, maybe 2024, 2025. Let's revisit it. Let us talk. Let us have a mediation, all the other ADR forms, and see how we can resolve this. Look, I want to tell you that one of the things that has held Ghana the way we are up to today is the tolerance in terms of tribalism, religious, everything that we have with each other. So let us not today start to say, I am this way, I am that way, and I am this way. No. We can still tolerate each other, work within the law, and coexist peacefully. But a determination might bring some hate, some dislike, and a lot might come up. So I feel that my senior brother, Osman, I think that voice of reason is there. We can still discuss this. There's a chief imam, there's the head of the Ahmadiyya movement, there are the heads of the Catholic Church, there are head of Pentecostal churches, head of charismatic churches. We can all sit down and dialogue and find a common ground. If the MOU is not working, let us revise it and get it to work properly. That's my take, particularly on this Wesley Girl thing.
Okay. Prince, it looks like the issue may be prolonged further than we thought.
Well, I think just like, and by the way, again, happy Eid to all our Muslim friends and family, especially to the flag bearer of the MPP, none other than the former Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and his indefatigable wife, the former Second Lady of the Republic, and hopefully soon to be the First Lady of the Republic. This issue, to me, I pretty much share the sentiments of Mr. Jemega here, that it would have been better if they could have sat down rather and work on the guidelines. I've seen a guideline that he gracefully shared with me, which has been around since April of 2024. And it has quite a few details in there. And I think it's about time. And I think it was guided by the Peace Council. Okay, so it's all in the right direction. Because as you mentioned, our tolerance, our co-existence, in many ways, how we get along, is crucial to the very fabric and what has made Ghana so peaceful when other nations are rather fighting endless wars, civil wars, and other internal strife. So it's very important that we keep this going. But that doesn't mean that there can't be some rules, because where one person's freedom begins is when another person's ends, and so on. So it's a fine balance that needs to be maintained. At what point should we make sure that the mission schools are able to do the things that they feel are critical to them without infringing on the rights? Because I think in the Constitution, is it Article 25, I believe, talks about the freedoms that people have to facilities of education and so on. And so you can't just be denying people the rights to government-funded, especially the government-funded schools. You can't deny certain people the rights to them. But once you're in there, there are also important lines that are important to the missions who establish those schools and often continue to play critical roles in them. So we need to come to an understanding. Hopefully the Peace Council can get more involved, and they can see if the guidelines require some additional clauses and provisions so that this can be settled more amicably. I think that would be a better way than using the law courts, because, you know, when it gets to courts now, it can get strictly constructionist, as I think the lawyers usually get it, and you may come out with certain rulings that could then hurt one side or the other and create certain tensions that we don't need. So hopefully they can judge on. I would hope that the Catholic Mission is in their right to obviously apply the amicus Korea, and whichever way to join the case, and if the courts allow it, that's all fine. But I would hope that the Christian Council, the Peace Council, the Muslim communities, the Chief Imam and others can rather come together. It's Article 21. Sorry, I said 25. Thank you so much, Law. I stand to be corrected. And they can come together and then work together to see how we can accommodate both needs, right? Because I've seen things like dress codes are important, but at what point could we perhaps allow certain levels of accommodation, okay, that can allow the Muslims to coexist more smoothly with the rest, without stepping on the values and the things that the mission schools hold dear. So in other words, I'm not so sure this is a law matter. I would rather hope that they will go back to the Peace Council. They will mediate as this case is going on. Hopefully it's allowed, and they can sit and then work something out, update the guidelines, so we all go strictly by the guidelines. It should be signed, not only, I think the guidelines I saw was signed by the mission reps of the mission schools. It was not signed by the Muslim reps.
It was.
It was as well.
Yes,
okay.
The Ahmadiyya head signed, the Chief Imam signed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to begin to go by those guidelines, all right? And if it needs some updating, then let's update that and try to stay out of the courts.
Okay.
Michael.
Okay. So, I mean, this was just for the preliminaries. We'll move to our first